Amie Charney is blessed to be Alex and Lauren's mom and Michael's wife. She's an author and poet and teacher who loves dreaming up things on blank pages. Please welcome Amie as she tells us all about the Laundry Day Blues.
Woo! Nearly 20 years ago, I was a bright, shiny first lieutenant's wife, stuck in a tiny South Carolina town. My husband was deployed, and I found myself holding this beautiful life in my arms. Our daughter, all 6.5 pounds of potential, would glare up at me with her huge blue eyes and challenge me not to screw her up. It was at this point that I devised 2 rules of motherhood, which have kept me sane through 7 combat tours. The first rule is, no one dies on my watch. That includes physically, spiritually, mentally. If no one dies, then everything else is gravy. Now, this might seem a pretty low bar to you, but the house is a mess. Well, no one died. Gravy. We haven't gotten out of PJs for a week. No one died. Gravy. The second rule works really well with the first. Pick the hill you want to die on. If you can live with it, whatever it is, then let it go. The first hill I let go was vegetables. Now, I don't know if you've ever been locked in a cage fight with a 2-year-old and a plate full of peas, but no matter how much choo-choo and airplane you try, you are not gonna win. In fact, after an ER trip to extract those smushy green things shoved in every open hole of that toddler's body, I pretty much banned vegetables altogether. The second hill I chose not to die on was housework, especially doing dishes. Now, I like a clean house. I love looking over the vast expanse of Lego and Polly Pocket-free floors, a glass of something in my hand, my angels blissfully asleep in their own beds. But I am not a talented homemaker, and my children continue to use every cup and dish we owned on a daily basis. I mean, when you have to carbon date the Precambrian layers in your sink, then dishes just have to go. So that day, when my husband would leave on deployment, my kids and I would trundle off to Costco. We would buy the biggest stack of paper plates, bowls, cups, silverware. If Costco would invent disposable pots and pans, I would have bought stock in that company. The last hill is laundry. Now, if someone would invent a fun way to do laundry every day, like a slot machine washer, that rewards you with spa tokens every time a load is completed, then maybe. It's not really the washing and drying that gets me, though. It's knowing that within moments, all of my hard work will just be smashed onto the top sedimentary layer of Barbie shoes and Hot Wheels. I mean, it is why I despise laundry. You are truly just washing, actually rewashing, clothes never worn. And what is it about underwear that 5-year-old boys find so fascinating? We lived in a 2-story house, and getting laundry downstairs was a real chore, so I reinvented the laundry chute. One sibling stands at the top landing, and the other at the bottom of the stairs. The one upstairs dumps their laundry basket on the head of the sibling, squealing with delight below. It keeps them occupied for a blissful hour. Now, in order to be an equal opportunity tormentor, though, they are supposed to switch positions. But one day, my daughter refused to give up the power position. My son, the 5-year-old, wanted to dump out his clothes on her head, but after several unsuccessful pleas, he decides to take action. As the cascade of clothing falls on his head, he picks out his underwear from the stream and starts singing, "Dirty underwear, dirty underwear," and cuts her off at the pass, dangling his Scooby-Doo underoos in front of her nose. "My dirty underwear, it touched my privates." And then he flicks it at her, and I laugh. Rule number 1, no one is dying, so gravy. I mean, he has invented a weapon more powerful than the Super Soaker. A little brother's equivalent of of a plague victim being catapulted over the castle walls. And she's screaming, "Oh, it touched me!" And I laugh again, because I'm an evil mom. I find the whole thing hilarious. I reviewed the rules. No one's dying. Check. Pick the hill. Maybe I should intervene. But I wish that I would have thought of a weapon that powerful with my own brother. So I tell her to give him a turn. And with an eye roll that only an 8-year-old can muster, she plops on the floor and waits for the clothes to cascade down. But my son, who has a highly developed sense of the dramatic, instead of a fabric waterfall, he sends a constant drip of shirts and pants and socks and, of course, Scooby-Doo underoos, piece by piece. And I think to myself, this mom thing's some good gravy.